It's Monday. Let's see if I can make a video. Cheers. Welcome back, everybody, to me doing the weekly Navel-Gazing, where I talk about all the things I didn't do last week and all the books I read last week, and then descend into rambling and self-pity. We will see how that goes. Let's start with what I read last week. I read Gog Magog. I finished Gog Magog by Jeff Noon and Stephen Beard, and it was great. I enjoyed it. I don't know if I have enough ideas for a video on it, though. But go read Gog Magog. It's really good. And then go read Ludluda when it comes out later this year. That's what I will do. And you should do what I do. No, you shouldn't. Anyway, I read it. I enjoyed it. And then I did a reread Snuff because I wanted to make a video about Snuff. And then I didn't make the video, but I reread Snuff yet again, and it's a Discworld book. It's a good one. I enjoyed it. It's probably one of the most directly angry Discworld novels, and that appeals to me. And then I did read the oldest book on my Goodreads currently reading list, which I apparently put in there in January 2022, and then never read, or only started and got distracted and so forth, and I finally wiped it from my memory, or well, at least my conscience, and read it. And that was Rebel's Creed by Daniel Green. And, it's a book. I've read it. I think there's interesting lessons to be learned there. Also, I think it's online, free, on Daniel's channel, so I don't know, just go and listen to the audiobook if you feel like checking it out. I might make a video on it, we will see. Which brings me to what I am reading now. This is Monday, and I started, finally, Two Like the Lightning by Ada Palmer, the first book in the Terra Ignota quartet, and I'm really, really enjoying it so far. We'll see how long that lasts. But that's kind of the plan right now, to read more Terra Ignota. We'll see how long I'll stick with it. That's the reading plans for this this week. Possibly I'll have to reread Snuff yet again if I finally get around to making that video. The same goes for In Ascension by Martin McInnes, which I still want to talk about in the future as well. We will see. That's reading plans. Let's talk about videos. I still didn't make any. Yeah, that's the truth. I did record a video. I'm not happy with it. I want to re-record it. I did not re-record it, or at least, I failed to re-record it twice. But I did do a live stream on Saturday. Some of you were there. It's always great to do live streams. And I had Amanda from Strange Mentality Paper over as a guest. And we had a really interesting conversation about writing, about screenwriting, stuff like that. It was really cool. I enjoyed it. I hope you enjoyed it if you watched it. If you haven't, well, it's still up. Go check it out. Watch it. I think it's worthwhile. And that's what I did. What about videos this week? Yeah, I'll try to make some. There's definitely going to be that video that I have tried to record, or at least recorded one version I'm unhappy with. I'll try to give it another go. Maybe tonight, maybe tomorrow, we will see. There is that Snuff video that I want to talk about at some point, and possibly In Ascension, possibly other things. I'm a bit lost right now, and I don't know where that comes from. I think that's sort of part of where this ramble descends. And it's like I've definitely been struggling with exhaustion in a lot of ways, like mental and physical exhaustion. I'm wondering whether I might get a cold or get sick or whatever. Obviously I'm currently sort of fucked mentally, and I'm usually trying to go to the gym every morning to sort of have some structure in my day, which is usually what I do, and then I come back home and I have lunch, and then I just fall asleep, or at least get completely exhausted and want to fall asleep, and that obviously puts a bit of a dent into my productivity in any sense or form, and I'm still trying to figure out what to do about that. I don't know what I will do about it. But that's certainly some part of what made recording videos so tough the last couple of weeks. I start filming and I realize that I can't even, string sentences together because I'm just so brain fogged at that moment. And I think that's yeah, that's not good, is what I'm saying. I wish I knew why that is the case. I just hope it'll change again. That would be really cool. Because see, like when I make these videos, obviously I want to talk about something. I'm excited about something, but I said that before. They're very much like a performance in a lot of ways because I can't just read a statement or whatever, or don't want to do, or I'm unable to do a lot of editing afterwards. So it's very much like a live performance of me going in front of the camera and just yelling at you. And the thing is that we often kind of realize, or it took me a bit to realize while doing these YouTube things, something that comes across as a regular performance, or not regular, just regular behavior on camera, is acted out. So I have to overact when I'm sitting here for it to feel natural on the other end, because that's just like how videos work in a lot of ways. Like, that's why stage acting is also so exaggerated. A lot of that kind of gets lost, or that part of that energy gets lost through the whole conversation. So if I just sit back and just ramble for a while, like I would, in a conversation with a friend, it would feel incredibly sort of low energy. And in order to keep anyone in front of the screen, there needs to be more energy. And that means that if I sit down and start talking and then lose my track and ramble and ramble and ramble and can't remember words and shit like that, it sucks. And I get uncomfortable with it, and then I stop the video recording and try again when I feel better. And yeah, then I'm here and I haven't done anything, and that kind of sucks. So that's definitely something I need to figure out what to do. Maybe look at like what I'm eating, what I'm drinking, well, mostly tea and orange juice, and what I'm eating is whatever I can lay my hands on. But like stuff I need to figure out. Maybe it's also still, it's winter in Germany and there's not that much sunlight and shit like that. Maybe all of these things kind of come into that. Or it's still sort of like more like a mental thing. Who knows? I'm working on it. And I hope to get like some of these videos out, get something cool done, because I think that's the other part, right? It's like you make videos and they kind of just go along, and there's like one comment on a video or two comments, and you have like 20 views, 30 views, 40 views, possibly. It's easy to not get that cool boost of energy and adrenaline that comes from like a video being really popular, and suddenly you have like a lot of comments and it gets watched. Those numbers kind of infect like my feeling and thinking, even though like sort of rationally, consciously, I'm like, nah, I don't care about the numbers. I don't care about any of these things, but right. I too want to have the heady feeling of success from time to time, and I think that's also definitely something that has been missing from my YouTube and other parts of my life, definitely for a while now. It's like I'm moving along. It's not terrible, but there's no big like high points either. And I think we need the high points in life, in reading, in whatever we're doing. We need those high points to keep going on, to sort of go like, yeah, well, get that energy boost and let that kind of drag us through the less fun parts of existence. And I think that's probably one of the things that I'm currently struggling with, that I haven't had that in a while. And I don't know what I could do to change that. Obviously, that's not something I have much influence over. And I think that's probably one of the dangers that comes from hitching so much of sort of my current existence to this whole booktube, whatever we want to call it, kind of thing, right? It's like the success of a YouTube channel is largely out of our control, at least in these lower levels. I don't know what I could do to make the things I want to make and get that high, because numbers are so volatile. There's very little you can do, which is why it's so important to not look at the numbers, because I can't influence that, or at least not to a large point. So even if, say, for whatever random freak event, a video of mine would pop off and suddenly have like thousands of views or whatever, it would feel like an accomplishment, but I haven't done anything different than from any other video, for example. So it's not like the success is not something that I have much control over, and I think that's problematic. It's really difficult to come to terms with, because technically, like, the joy of success should come from sort of like having done something successfully. Like, there should be a connection between the actions one takes and the result, and especially with the different layers of influence, algorithms, controls, all that crap on a social media platform. Those two things, the action and the effect, are completely decoupled, or almost completely decoupled, and that is really dangerous, I think, on like a mental health level in a lot of ways. I don't know what to do with this. It's just me thinking aloud and not knowing what to do, which is, I guess, what we would call the human condition at this point. So that's definitely something. I have another video idea. I might want to go into that. It's more around writing reviews, critiques, whatever you want to call it, connected to the self-publishing world and a website or platform called Reedsy, or in this case, Reedsy Discovery. I have thoughts on that matter. I just need to order them. Should you, for whatever reason, have ever worked with Reedsy as a writer or a reviewer or whatever, and want to help me or answer questions, please let me know, and I'd love to talk to you about that, because I feel pissed off, I guess. But before I want to be as careful as possible before I get mad at someone, or at least in this case a corporation, which obviously deserves to be gotten mad at, because corporation sucks and capitalism sucks. I've said that before. Yeah, so that's something that may come this week if I feel like it, because, yeah, I got mad. Anyway, that's, I think, maybe another good thing is, like, if I need to find something to spur my anger, because I'm, a lot of what I do is driven by rage and anger, and hopefully productive ways. We never know. So I need to find a way to sort of reach, anger instead of despair, to keep going and come up with good things to do in the future. That's sort of what I want to try this week. I don't know if it'll work. If it doesn't work, I'll try to figure out what else to do, I guess. So that's kind of where I am. Question is, like, where are you? What are you doing these days? What are you reading? What did you read last week? What did you enjoy? How's your plans for the next week? All of that good stuff. Let me know in the comments if you feel like it. I'd appreciate it. And maybe I'll see you soon, or you'll see me very soon with an actual video. Wouldn't that be fun? Also, go watch the live stream from Saturday. I think it was good. Anyway, see you around. Thanks for sticking with me. I'll see you very soon. Cheers.